Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Guys, is my voice is clear to all of you? Right. Yes. Good evening to all of you guys. Good evening. Good evening to all of you. Right, guys. And today, just we are going to see the basic, very basic introduction part for Hibernate. What exactly Hibernate? How it is available? And apart from that, what exactly the commitment I'm going to provide to you regarding these Hibernate classes, what I'm going to provide this. So all these things here I'm able to discuss with you clearly now. Right, now here we are going to see the content anyway, first of all. Then at the end of the session, just I'm going to give the syllabus content also. What I'm going to provide, what I'm going to be covered in our classes. That is everything I'm going to discuss with you clearly. All right, sir. Right, so now all of you observe this clearly. First of all, I want to give clarity on it. Where exactly the location of the Hibernate, where it is existed. That's the point here. At which location that Hibernate is existed, that I want to know. Right. So now, further purpose, I will ask one question to you clearly. Now, tell me, Java is a programming language or Java is a technology? Java is a technology. It was provided by initially Sun Microsystems. Now, at present, the Java is available with Oracle Corporation. Previously, Sun Microsystems. Now it is like with which one? Oracle Corporation. That's okay, good. Now, let us check this clearly. If you observe this Java programming language, mainly in a Java, three parts are existed. What are the three parts of this Java here we are getting it? What are the three parts here we are getting it? First one is like which one here? J2 SE part. We know already J2 SE part. And J2 SE or Java EE, whatever it may be. And here just second one here I want to take like which one? J2 EE. J2 EE or Java EE, Java to Enterprise Edition. And the last one is like which one here? J2 ME, J2 ME or Java ME. Right, sir. J2 SE stands for like which one here? Java 2 Standard Edition, or is also be called as which one? Java SE. Either we can say J2 SE or Java SE. Then what is the role of this J2 SE? What is the meaning of this Java SE? If you observe this clearly, this J2 SE will cover only fundamentals of Java. J2 SE will cover only fundamentals of Java. Okay, fine, good. And by using this, which type of applications here we are able to prepare? If you observe this, standalone applications. We know already what exactly the meaning of like which one? Standalone applications. Right, sir. Not required to go for specifically. So without using client server architecture or without distributing application logic, if you prepare any application, that application is called as like which one, standalone applications. Good, sir. Then I will not go for more in detail about this standalone application and all these examples and everything. Just only my required point is which one? The J2SE will cover only fundamentals of Java. J2SE will cover only fundamentals of Java. It will not cover the complete Java. Good. Remember this point. By using these fundamentals, we are able to prepare standalone application. It's not like enterprise application. It will be like which one? A standalone application kit we are able to prepare. All right. So now what we are able to see inside this J2SE part, if you observe the content of this J2SE, just we can observe this clearly. Maybe some introduction part we are able to see, and a language fundamentals, maybe language fundamentals. After this object orientation, and next one is like which one here? Exception handling. And next one is like which one here? Multi-threading. Then after this multi-threading might be IO streams. And next one is like which one here? Collection framework. And so on and so on and so on and so on. So many topics are existed here. Of course, might be lambdas as per this Java 8 version, lambdas, and so on. Like number of features or number of concepts are available. Guys, one time if you observe all these things, all these things are fundamentals of the programming language only. All these are only fundamentals of the programming language. So they are basics of the programming language. They are the filler. They are the pillars for which one they know Java programming language. So by using these fundamentals, which type of applications we are able to prepare? Max. Only basic level standalone applications only we are able to prepare. Good guys, now I'm asking to you clearly. So J2SE part is able to cover only fundamentals of Java. Good, leave this one here. Then after that, after completion of this point here, what we are able to understand now? J2EE part is existed here now. J2EE part is available. What exactly the abbreviation for J2EE actually? What is the abbreviation for J2EE actually? If you observe this J2EE, Java 2 Enterprise Edition. Java 2 Enterprise Edition is nothing but like which one can know? J2EE part. Right, sir. Okay, fine. That's fine. This is like which one here? J2EE. Understood clearly. What exactly the meaning of J2EE? Just we understood that. What it will cover actually? The J2EE will cover what it will cover actually? It will cover server side programming majorly. Server side programming. Good. By using this server side programming, which type of applications can we are able to prepare now? Simply enterprise applications or distributed applications, both are same, no problem. Good, sir. Good. By using this J2EE, we are able to prepare server side programming or distributed applications like this can we are able to provide clearly now. Leave this part. After completion of this, there are 3 more types of J2EE technologies are available overall. 3 types of J2EE technologies are existed. What are the 3 types of J2EE technologies? No? Right, sir. I will say the very first one is like which one? Component based technologies. Component based technologies. And the second one is like which one here? Component based technologies. Next one is service oriented technologies. And last one is protocol implemented technologies, protocol based technologies. These are 3 types of technologies are provided by J2EE in general. The J2EE technologies are available like this. Observe this clearly. Inside these component-based technologies, again here, three more types are available. Three more types of this component-based technologies are available. What are the three more types of component-based technologies? First one is web technologies, web component technologies, or web technologies, or web component technologies. Understand this clearly, no? Then after that, after completion of this web component based technology, web component technologies, second one is distributed component based technologies or distributed technologies. Right, sir. After completion of this distributed technologies, other thing is like which one here? XML component based technologies. XML based technologies. All these are component based technologies only. We are going to understand them. Right, sir. Now, if you observe this web component technologies, if you observe there, what are the various web components related technologies are available? Web component related technologies are nothing but like which one here? Servlets. We can understand it, no? Next one is like which one here? JSPs. And then after that, of course, some scripting languages are available. JSTL is existed and expression language is available. All these are something what like which one? No, web component related technologies. They are going to be related. They are going to be associated with either servlets or JSPs. Or finally, these are web component related technologies. Right, sir. This is one thing. Of course, we can understand it clearly. Previously, JSF is also available. It's a framework basically. But now JSF is also be included as part of this which one? No, web component technologies. But previously it was a framework actually. But now it was included in J2EE, and moreover it is also be treated as like which one? No, web component based technologies, and which follows MVC, which follows internally which one? No, MVC, model view controller. Right, so that is one thing. Next one is after completion of this distributed based technologies, if you observe there, distributed component based or distributed technologies, if you observe this point now, right, sir, the very first one is like which one here? We can understand it. CORBA is available. It's purely distributed technology or distributed component based technology. And of course, RMI is available. It's a part of J2SE only. It's not the part of J2EE. But still, if you want to think about RMI, we can include it, distributed technology. Then apart from this CORBA, next one is like which one? That very, very good, very important component. That's like which one? EJBs, Enterprise Java Beans. Of course, nowadays no demand is available for EJBs. Right, sir. No demand is available for EJBs. That we have to think. CORBA, and next one is like which one there? EJBs. EJBs is might be demand is not available, but it was very good still. And the next one is after that. Another thing here, what I am telling to you, like which one here? Web services. Nowadays it's available. Web services, of course, SOAP, and as well as like which one they know, REST services, whatever it may be. Web services is very good. It is also be come under like which one they know, distributed technology. Guys, all of you observe this clearly. CORBA, EJBs, and web services, and so on. All these are like which one? Distributed technologies. Like so many technologies are available. Just I'm not writing all these names, no, but only some of the names here I'm writing there clearly. Right, so now after completion of this, XML implemented technologies are available. XML based technologies are available. What are these XML based technologies are existed here? Right, sir. Now JAX-P is available. JAX-B is available here. And what next one here? JAX, then what next one you know? Like sir. And R might be something else is available here. Just anyway, just you can think of it. I think so. Just anyway, these two things are sufficient. Right, like this, here we are having Java API for XML parsing or processing, Java API for XML binding. Like this here, number of XML implemented components are available. They are come under like which one? XML based technologies. JAX-P, JAX-B. Just next one is like which one here? JAX RPC is also available. RPC. Like this, number of technologies are existed here. Of course, these JAX-B, JAX-P, and JAX-RP. RPC are the basics for which one they know? Web services, SOAP services. These are the basics. On the base of that only we will go for like which one? No, web services here. So these are exactly the technologies which are available under which one? No, component based technologies. These component-based technologies are appeared, and the component-based technologies are used to prepare web components, or maybe distributed components, or maybe XML-based components there. Finally, the components are going to be existed here now. These are exactly the technologies which are available under this component-based technologies. Right, sir? That's okay, good. After completion of these component-based technologies, next one is, after completion of this, that next one is like which one now? Service-oriented technologies are available. Service-based technologies are available. The service-based technologies are like which one here? Almost all the middleware services are come under like which one? Service-oriented technologies only. All middleware services are come under like which one here? Service-oriented technologies only. What are these technologies? If you observe this clearly now, that very first one is like which one? JNDI, Java Naming and Directory Interface Service. This is one type of service. See, it will not be visible in outside, but it will run internally, providing some naming and directory service for our components. Maybe it may be servlet, or it may be like which one. Especially it will be used very much in distributed applications. In the case of right from this which one there, EJBs or maybe other things here. The JNDI services are required definitely. Especially whenever we want to like share data source objects in a global environment at our server, definitely we must go for which one? JNDI. This is one thing. Next one is JTA, Java Transaction API. Java Transaction API. If you want to go for the transactions effectively in our content, just we can go for a middleware service that will be like which one? JTA, Java Transaction API. Then after completion of this, then another thing is like which one there? JAS, Java Authentication and Authorization Service. Java Authentication and Authorization Service. This is a security related service. No, authentication and authorization is required in the with respect to this web applications there. So definitely here we have to provide. This is which one can know? Service oriented technologies like. Next one is Java Connector Architecture. Next one is which one here? Like which one here? Java Mail API or maybe JMS, Java Messaging Services. No, comma, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. Number of services are available which are provided by like which one they know, like J2E technologies, and which are implemented like which one? Service-oriented technologies. All of you guys understand these points? What exactly the points I'm telling you? Service-oriented technologies are existed: JNDI, JTA, JAS, JCA, JMS, and so on, and so on, and so on. These many things are existed. Good, sir. Leave this one, and they will run internally. They are providing services to the components. The components will get services from these technologies, and they're able to get some benefits clearly. Similarly, if we compare these protocol-based technologies, protocol implemented technologies, if you observe there, some technologies are available. They are implementing protocols only internally. They're implementing protocols only implementally. See, for example, then if you take this servlets now, servlet is a component-based, but where one of the servlet is available, we can understand HTTP servlet is existed. One of the servlet is available, that is like which one? HTTP servlet, which is existed now. This HTTP servlet is an implementation of HTTP protocol. It's an implementation of which one? HTTP protocol. So this is protocol implemented. Asha my point here now. Right, sir. OMG-IIOP. Something else. Some object management group is available here now. Then IOOP is also one type of technologies existed. Like this here, number of technologies are available, sir. And if you speak out, RMI is also be a protocol based technologies. 1 minute, guys. This IIOP is not with that. So just we can understand it. So OMG is a separate technology and RMI is a separate technology. RMI is available actually in J2SC part, but it is also be protocol implemented technology. It has its own internal protocol. That protocol implementations are available with which one? No, RMI clearly. No. Like this, if you want to point out number of technologies related to this protocol based technologies, we are having a number of technologies. Guys, all of you have to this clear. It is having like which one? No, a number of technologies. So totally. Then first of all, here what we are getting there. So what exactly the technologies here? If you identify there now, by using Java, in Java there are overall 3 modules are available. 3 parts are existed. First one is J2SC or Java EE. It will cover fundamentals of Java, and it will prepare. It can be used to prepare standalone applications. What are the various things are available inside this J2SC? Introduction, language fundamentals, and object orientation and exceptionality, multi-threading, IOSIMs, collection framework, lambdas, and so on and so on and so on. J2E technologies, if we observe there, they will cover server-side programming, and by using this server-side programming, we are able to prepare the distributed applications clearly. Right, sir. Again, this J2EE is having overall 3 parts. What are the 3 parts of this J2EE actually? Right, sir. First one is like which one? Component based technologies. Second one is service oriented technologies. And third one is like which one? Protocol based technologies. Component based technologies, if you observe there, where we are having web component technologies, distributed components technologies, and XML component technologies are available. Under these, like web component technologies care servlets, JSPs, and JSTL and expression language. Of course, recently JSF is also a technology, web technology. Similarly, under this distributed technologies, CORBA, EJBs, web services, and so on. Under these XML based technologies, JAX-P, JAX-B, JAX RPC, and so on. Next one is like which one here? Service-oriented technologies are available. JNDI, all middleware services are come under service-oriented technologies. JNDI, JTA, JAS, JCA, JMS, and so on and so on. Protocol-based technologies. The best example is HTTP servlet, OMG, and next one is like which one? RMI, and so on. Some other technologies are also be existed here. These are come under like which? These are like which one? They know J2EE technologies. Guys, all of you are following my points. All of you are following my points. Just I'm asking to you, just please respond for me. All of you are following my points. There's nothing else. Just what are the various technologies are available? How this Java J2E is organized? Just I'm giving the total structure. Try to recognize this clearly. Right, sir. Nothing I've discussed about technical. Just I'm giving one point here. At the end, I want to give one conclusion. Further conclusion, all I'm discussing about which one? This total part here. So try to recognize this anyway. Now here, observe this clearly. J2ME, just simple. As much as possible, try to simplify this topic. Not required to come for like which one can know. J2ME. We don't require that J2ME also. Just but anyway, two points here I'm telling to you. J2ME will cover micro programming. J2ME will cover micro programming. By using this micro programming, we are able to prepare like which one here? Mobile based applications. By using this micro programming, we are able to prepare mobile based applications. Good. But nowadays, to prepare these mobile based applications, number of technologies are available outside. Say for example, Android and iOS and Swift, like this number of technologies are available. All these technologies are dominating this J2ME. So that's why, because of that reason, J2ME is not having any demand in outside at present. J2ME is not having any demand at present now. All of you guys understand this clearly now. J2ME is not having any demand. That's why not required to talk much about this J2ME, just we can leave it. So nowadays the tuning is which one? Java, in the sense J2SE and J2EE. That's it. Other technologies are not existed. Leave this one. But J2ME is available literally, but it's almost all dead in outside market. Okay, guys. Now these are exactly like which one? Java J2EE technologies which are provided by Sun, or maybe we may call it as like which one you know? Oracle Corporation. Finally, these are the things here we can understand. Guys, I'm asking one question to you. I'm asking one question to all of you. Please respond for my question. All of you respond for my question there. I'm asking to you. Listen carefully. My question is, everybody has to answer for my question. Observe carefully. I'm asking this question now. Where is the location of number one, Struts, number 2, Hibernate, number 3, Spring? This is my question. Where is the location of the following technologies, or whatever it may be? But just at present I'm using the tech is a word here. But now tell me, where is the location of the following technologies? Come on, guys, you have to respond for my question. You have to respond for Guys, now tell me, can I say under J2SE part? Guys, please respond for my question. Can I say under J2SE part? Can I say under J2SE part? No, not at all. All members are giving strongly the reply. No, not at all. It's not the part of J2SE. Okay, good. I too agree. Good. It's not the part of J2SE. Right, sir. Leave this one. It's not the part of like which one again? No, J2SE. Good. Observe this clearly. No. Next one is, can I say it's available under J2EE part? Can I say it's a part of J2EE? Can I say it's a part of J2EE? Right, guys. I'm asking this question to all of you. Can I say it's a part of J2EE? Right, except one or two members, maybe almost all the members are saying yes, 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 yes. And some people are specifically, more specifically, they are saying it's a component based. Some people are saying more specifically, it's a component based. Okay, guys. Now, those who are saying yes, those who are saying component based, just I'm asking this question to you. I'm asking this question to you. Now tell me exactly at which location these struts of Hibernate Spring are available. Now tell me under which part. Those who are saying inside this one J2EE technologies, now tell me where they are available. Now tell me at which location they are available. Under component based, under like which one gets service oriented, under web component, under distributed, under XML based, service oriented, protocol based. Now tell me, you have to answer for it where they are available. Those who are saying yes. Distributed technologies, component based technologies, under XML. Good, very good. Come on, guys. I'm waiting for all of your response now. Just say, at least guess it and give some answer there. Definitely. Then your answer may be right. Come on, guys. All of you respond for my question. Right. Then almost 99% of the people are saying not under J2SE, under J2EE. Right, sir. Of course, deprecated or not deprecated, just leave this one. So then as per your says, this struts of Hibernate Spring, all these components you said to me, they're under J2EE parts. Now I'm asking there, under J2EE, where they are available? That's my question. Under J2EE, where they're available? That's my question. Right, sir. Majority of the people are saying distributed, and some of the people are saying like which one? No, component based. Right, guys. I'm asking to you, struts of Hibernate Spring, all these are famous or not? All these are having good reputation or not? Come on, guys. I'm asking this question now. See, all these are having very good reputation outside or not? If they are repeated, if they are very good repeated components, if they're having very good reputation, why I'm not going to specify these technologies under web component technologies, under distributed technologies, under XML based technologies, under service, under protocol? Why I'm not going to specify them? Come on, guys, you have to think about it. The minimum common sense, I'm telling to you now. At the minimum sense, we have to think about it. If they actually they are very good in outside, they are frequently we are using it in outside market and software industry. Once they are having very good reputation there, definitely I must include them inside the J2E technologies. Whenever I'm writing servlet, definitely I have to write that struts are Hibernate Spring. Whenever I'm writing core by easy, core by I've written. But what is the problem to me? Why I'm not going to write this struts Hibernate Spring if they're available here? Understand it clearly, no? Right, sir. So if they're available really under J2EE, definitely I don't have any problem to write them inside the J2EE whenever I'm giving list of these components. But the conclusion to all of you guys is, conclusion is all these, please remember my conclusion. This is very, very important. All of you remember my conclusion. All these three are not technologies. Please remember my point. No, all these are not technologies. If they are technologies, if they are technologies, they will come under like which one of J2EE part. If they are technologies, they will come under like which one of J2EE part. So they are not technologies. In fact, they are not provided by Sun Microsystems, or of course might be Oracle Corporation. Please remember these conclusions. No, they are not technologies, and even they are not provided by Sun Microsystems and Oracle. If they are provided by Sun Microsystems or Oracle, definitely they must be technologies and they must be available in our list, J2EE list, in all the cases. No? Right, sir. Understand my point clearly? No, they are not technologies, and they are not provided by Sun Microsystems and Oracle Corporation. Okay, good. Then I understood, sir. These are not technologies. They are not provided by Sun Microsystems. But tell me, what is this Struts, Hibernate, and Spring? Now tell me, what is this Struts, Hibernate, Spring? Under which word you want to provide them? Under which word you want to provide them? Right. Now tell me, sir, under which word here I have to provide them? No. What is the name for all of them? Good. Most of the people are saying right. Most of the people are saying like which one? Frameworks. Right. Your answers are right. No doubt. 100% your answers are right. So they are not technologies and they are not provided by Sun Microsystems. Under which one I have to provide them? You know, that's fine. So I need to provide them under which one? Their frameworks. Am I right or not? So I need to be specific. First one is like which one? You know, Struts, and the second one is like which one? You know, Hibernate. Second one is like which one? You know, Hibernate. All of you observe this clearly now. Struts, Hibernate, and the next one. Third one is like which one? You know, Spring. Right, sir. Can I provide them under these frameworks now? All of you respond for my question, guys. I'm asking to you only. Can I provide all these things under frameworks now? Right, sir. So it's not like collection framework. Collection framework is different. Just think about it. These frameworks are different now. So these are frameworks. They might be followed some design pattern internally, and especially MVC pattern is followed there. Some standard rules and regulations are available for them. Understand it clearly now. So that's why then you may call them as which one? No, framework. Guys, now tell me. I'm asking this question now. Can I say all these are frameworks? No, all these are come under frameworks? No. Right. Come on, guys. I'm asking to you only. All these are come under frameworks? No. Right, sir. What is framework and all these things I will discuss with you clearly. No need to think about it. No need to worry for that. But in general terminology, I'm telling there. Can I say all these things are frameworks? No. Right, sir. Yes, 100% we can say all these things are which one? No, frameworks. All these are frameworks. But remember this point. Your Hibernate we have used now. This is not come under framework. This Hibernate is not a framework. Please remember this point. Hibernate is not a framework. Please remember this point. Moreover, Hibernate is not having a particular design pattern. So Struts, MVC implementation, Spring, IOC, inversion of control or dependency injection, and maybe MVC as part of this module. So they are having a base design pattern. But for Hibernate, we are not having any particular base design pattern. Of course, DAO is available, but DAO is a combination of multiple. Understand my point here? It's not because of only like which one? No, Hibernate here. Understand my point clearly now? So Hibernate story is different, and these Struts, Spring, and all these things are different. Struts, Spring are come under like which one? Framework, but Hibernate is not a framework. Again, there is a question. Hibernate is not a framework. Struts, Spring are framework. Hibernate is not a framework. Guys, all of you understand my point? Okay, sir. Good. Hibernate is not a framework. Struts to Spring are framework. I know. Okay, good. As per my awareness, but Hibernate is not a framework. Then what is this Hibernate? If Hibernate is not a framework, then what is this Hibernate? That's my question. Right, sir. Understand, all of you know. Hibernate is ORM implemented tool, or simply speaking, ORM tool. That's it. ORM tool. That's it. Not any other one. Just it is Hibernate is like which one? ORM tool. It's not a framework. It's not a technology. Neither framework nor technology. Just simply, in fact, it is which one? ORM tool. Again, people are having questions, sir. What is this ORM, sir? What is the meaning of it? It's nothing, sir. It's very clear. ORM in the sense which one can now? Object relational mapping. That's it. Object relational mapping. Object is from Java, relation is from database. So both mapping. As all of you understand this clearly now. Object is from Java, relation is from which one there? Like database is no. Then Java to database mapping is required. That internal mapping is nothing but object from Java, relation is from which one? Database is there. Mapping here we are able to provide. So for the sake of mapping, Java classes with the database tables and Java objects with the records of the database table and ID property of the Java bean class in Java with the primary key column of like which one they know database tables. To provide this type of mappings only, we require a software program. We require a tool. That tool is nothing but which one? No, Hibernate. That's it. So now finally, I'm giving one conclusion to all of you guys. Hibernate. What is this Hibernate? First question I'm asking to all of you now. Tell me. First question I'm asking to you guys. All of you now tell me. What is this Hibernate? Hibernate is a technology or non-technology? Is it technology or not? Hibernate is a technology or not? First answer for my question. Technology or not? Technology or not? That's my question. Not. It is not a technology. Okay, fine. Now next question. Hibernate is a framework or not? Hibernate is a framework or not? Again, I'm asking this one. Hibernate is a framework or not? No, Hibernate is not a framework. So what is this Hibernate? What is this Hibernate? Hibernate is which one? ORM tool. ORM tool. Everybody must respond for this question. ORM is like Hibernate is which one? ORM tool. What is this ORM actually? What is this ORM actually? Object relational mapping. Object relational mapping. This object relational mapping is nothing but simple. So object from Java, relation is from databases, and their mapping we require. To provide this mapping only, we are having these ORM tools. Number of ORM tools are available. One of the ORM tools is which we know, Hibernate. Right. Finally, I'm giving a simple definition for Hibernate. Simple definition for Hibernate. What is the definition here? I'm telling to you today. Now, the simple. At least today we need to understand one standard definition. So, what is this Hibernate actually? Hibernate is ORM tool. Good. What we are able to do now? It can be used to. It can be used to provide mapping between. It can be used to provide mapping between classes, comma, objects, comma, ID properties. It can be used to provide mapping between classes, comma, objects, comma, ID properties with ID properties from object oriented data model with the relational data model elements, with the relational data model elements like tables, comma, next one is like which one? Records and tables, comma, records, and what next one? No, primary key columns. Through that means that mapping must be provided here. How that mapping is going to be provided? Mapping will be provided through either XML documents. We are going to use XML document. That's it. It is not like XML implemented technology. Either through XML documents, or through annotations. That's it. This is what exactly the definition of like which one you know. The definition of like which one you know, Hibernate. Right, sir. Hibernate is ORM tool. It can be used to provide mapping between classes, objects, ID property. ID properties are nothing but which one? Say for example, if we take employee class, inside this employee class, employee number, employee name, employee cell, and employee address are available. 4 properties are available. Out of these 4 properties, which property is representing our employee uniquely? Similar to primary key column in the database table, which property is representing that unique identification for this employee? Definitely ENO or not, employee ID or not. So that's why I'm calling that employee ID is which one? ID property. In general, we used to call it as which one? ID property in the bean classes. Which property is representing our object uniquely? So that property is nothing but which one? ID property. Right. So now ID property from object oriented data model with the relational data model elements like table, records, and primary key columns either through right? Primary key columns either through XML documents or through which one? Annotations. That's it. This is what exactly the meaning of like which one? Hibernate, guys. A simple definition. What exactly the point I'm telling you? These are the points we can understand. But here itself, we have to note clearly. Hibernate is not a technology. Hibernate is not a framework. Hibernate is a ORM tool. That's it. But before this session, before this class today, most of the people can ask what are the frameworks we are going to learn there. If I ask this question there, most of the people are saying information is like which one? First one, directly they are saying like which one? No, Hibernate. Next one is like which one? Springer. Next one is a web services. This is almost a suicide case for us. Think about this, guys. It's almost a suicide case. Why? Because here most of the people in outside also. I used to ask to the students number of times now. Now tell me what are the frameworks you are planning to learn. Even at Durgasoft branch, might be main office also there. Those who are attending this class there, I used to say, tell me what are the various frameworks you are attending there. Immediately, without having second thought, people are saying Hibernate, Spring, web services. Come on, guys. Now here, out of these three things, no, only one is a framework basically. Out of these three things, one is a framework, but remaining two are not come under framework. But unfortunately, people are saying that Hibernate and web services are also be frameworks. No, it's not. Only Spring is a framework, but Hibernate is ORM tool. Web services is which one? Is a technology. Web services is not a framework. Web services is a technology. The technology provided by which one? Sun Microsystems or Oracle. Understand it clearly now. So web services is not the framework. So it's not only at Durgasoft there. As per the Amirpet comfortableness, they divided the Java technology in their own way. That's it. They divided the Java technology into their own way. Strictly speaking, there is no concept like advanced Java. But Amirpet Market has given a title for some topics is like which one? Advanced Java. Unfortunately, is almost the journey of this Amirpet is like which one? As per my awareness, about 20 years of time. About 20 years of time, people are using the term that advanced Java. Now, the born child is also saying that in Java there is a concept like which one? Advanced Java. That's a problem. But if you go for standard organizations, no, nobody will talk like core Java, advanced Java, and all these things. Simply they used to talk like which one? No, J2SE, J2E, like this terminology. Right? Really speaking, advanced Java is not available, but market has created like that. That's the problem here. But anyway, here in the first step of my classes, I need to give clarity on these points now. That's when today I'm giving much clarity on these points clearly. Hibernate is not framework, is not technology. Spring is a framework. It is not provided by Sun or maybe Oracle Corporation. That was provided by some other third party. Web services is a pure technology that is provided by Sun Microsystems or Oracle Corporation. Right, so these are the points that we are able to understand. Then after that, okay, fine. Hibernate is a ORM. What is the purpose of this? What is the purpose of this? Nothing else. It is providing mapping between Java and databases, not more than that. To perform these database operations in effective mode, to simplify data persistency or to improve data persistency in our enterprise applications, we require an interface between object-oriented data model and relational data model. That interface is provided by which one? ORM. That ORM is required some implementations. No, one of the implementations of this ORM is which one? Hibernate. So Hibernate is providing mapping between class from Java and a table from object. That means like database. Next one, an object from Java, a record from database, and an ID property from Java, a primary key column in which one there no databases. That's it. But that mapping here we have to define. To define that mapping, definitely we require some intermediation. That intermediation we are going to use through which one? XML document or annotations there. The old fashion is XML document and the new fashion is which one? Annotations. That's it. So either through XML document or through annotations, if we define mapping between that all these object-oriented elements with a relational database, relational elements, no. Finally, that mapping is we are going to provide through which one? No, Hibernate here. No. That's the point here. What we are able to understand it clearly. No. It's somewhat similar to a JDBC, but more than JDBC. It's not like exactly JDBC. It's more than JDBC. But one question I'm telling to you, in Hibernate, the one point I'm telling you, then one simple point. JDBC can be used to perform database operations by writing SQL queries in Java programs. Is it possible to interact with the JDBC? Is it possible to interact with the database from Java program without having that SQL queries in JDBC? Without having SQL queries in JDBC, is it possible to interact with the database from Java? No, it is not possible. But in the case of Hibernate, what is going on? We are not going to write any SQL query. We are not going to write any SQL query. Observe this clearly. We are not going to write any SQL query. Simply we are going to call Java methods. The Java methods will generate internally SQL queries. That SQL queries will be submitted to database. Database will execute that. Database is giving some response. That response will be given to Hibernate. That's it. Yes, maybe we can think of it. It's the next level of JDBC, but JDBC and Hibernate, if you observe there, the level of technologies. If you observe there, I can give rating for JDBC 10%. I can give rating for Hibernate is nearly 70%. 70% is more than JDBC. Understand my point here? That means Hibernate is 70% more when compared with JDBC. JDBC is almost like which one hard coded thing, but Hibernate is which one no hard coding, no boilerplate code. The boilerplate code is available, but no hard coding. Simply write Java methods. The required operations will be performed. See, one thing I'm telling you, basically we are Java developers. As you are the Java developers, we should not interest to go for SQL queries. SQL is like which one database technology. But Java developer, how it is possible for Java developer to go for database technologies? It is an extra burden to us. There's an extra burden to us to learn SQL and to learn databases and to do all these things. But if you use Hibernate, as you are the Java developer, then we are going to write only Java methods. That's it. The required burden, the required SQL queries burden will be taken care by which one? Hibernate tool. So Hibernate will do that. We are not going to worry for that. Like this, a number of advantages are available. So if I talk these differences between JDBC and Hibernate technically, I may take nearly 1 day of time totally. Complete 24 hours of time I can talk about this JDBC and Hibernate differences. At each and every aspect, I can show the differentiation. A number of differences are available here. So then just think of it, JDBC is a low-level technology to interact with the database to perform database operations. Performance is not good, and at the same time, too much resources consumption is going on with JDBC. But if you go for this Hibernate is small, then without having any burden for developers, we can interact with the database and we can perform the database operations. So developers flexibility is available. Developer is more flexible with which one? No, Hibernate. That's it. But developer is not more flexible with which one is JDBC. Why? Because in JDBC everything developer has to write. But in Hibernate, developer is not required to write everything. Just he has to provide the mappings. That's it. Automatically it's going to be happen. Right, sir. Good. Now this is the total story here we can understand about this Hibernate. No. Alright, sir. Now, next, apart from this, anyway, this content here we understood there. Then basic definition. Once again, I will go for these definitions and all. No need to worry for that. But what exactly the things here I'm going to be covered, guys? What are the various things I'm going to be covered as part of our classes there? Just let me go for this syllabus part here. I want to give there. Introduction, very good introduction part I will provide there. Right, after completion of this introduction, just wait 2 minutes of time, guys. I will clarify all of your answers. Just wait 2 minutes of time. Let me list out the syllabus content, what I'm going to be provided. Then after that, we will go for this. First one is like which one? Introduction. And next one is like which one here? Steps to prepare and Hibernate applications. Definitely some steps are available, some setups are available. There we are going to see that. Next one is Hibernate applications. Hibernate applications. Number of applications, and like with the IDE, definitely we are going to use IDE only. No other content here. Definitely we are going to use IDE. Right, sir. Hibernate applications. How many applications in this third part here we are going to see there? Once if we complete the steps of this Hibernate now, Hibernate application with like which one normal main method. Hibernate application with the GUI program. That means like which one AWT program or Spring program. Hibernate application with small servlet. Hibernate application with a small JSP. By the time I will cover the JSP. If you don't know about the JSP, not to worry for that. Then after that, Hibernate application with the struts framework. I will take 2 to 3 classes on the basis of these struts. After that, I will show how to integrate this Hibernate with the struts. Then if you are more particular about this Hibernate with JSF, I will take 2 to 3 classes on JSF. Then I will show that integration part. And then after that, like this, some integration part I'm able to show. But very good integration layer I'm able to provide there. But Hibernate with the Spring, we will cover in the Spring framework. Why? Because we require to have awareness on Spring. But it's not easy to teach that the Spring framework up to this Hibernate module in a 2 to 3 days of time gap. It's almost a journey of nearly 1.5 months to 2 months of time. If I take Spring, then only it will be covered. Right, sir. Good. Next one is after completion of this integration part here, then what next one here we are able to understand. Right, sir. The next content is like which one here? Hibernate persistence life cycle. Hibernate persistence life cycle. So persistence object life cycle. Right, sir. Now in Java might be seen like which one? Thread life cycles we are able to see, some other in the case of the servlet life cycles. So similarly, persistence object is playing very good role in the case of Hibernate. That persistence object life cycle here we are able to see. So there might be a 1 hour class, we are able to see all the states now. Right. So next one is like which one here? Hibernate schema generation tools we are going to see there. Schema export or schema like which one here update, and what next one here code generation tools here we are able to see that. This is another thing here. Hibernate schema generation tools here we are able to use there clearly now. Next one is after completion of this Hibernate schema generation tools now. Say for example, then Hibernate updations from version to version I'm going to discuss with you. Let me list out all these things. Then after that I will go for like which one here now, some other content. Then after that I'll go for like which one here. Primary key generation algorithms are available. In the case of Hibernate, primary key generation algorithms are available. Right, sir. After understanding this primary key generation algorithms in the case of this Hibernate, next one is like which one here? Transaction management. Transaction management is existed. After completion of this transaction management, how we are going to implement transactions in the case of this Hibernate, there is a clear-cut information here. Right, sir. Next one is like which one here? Then all these things after completion of this transaction management, then we'll go for like which one here? Connection pooling mechanisms. Connection pooling mechanisms. This part we will cover very much regarding this connection pooling mechanisms here. After completion of this connection pooling mechanisms here, the next content is like which one here? So bulk operations. Bulk operations here we are going to see. What are the various bulk operations here we are able to see there? First one is like which one here? HQL we are going to see there. That is one thing very, very important. Next one is like which one here? Native SQL. Right, sir. I'm not explaining anything about this internal concept. Just I'm going to give list of topics only. Why? Because you are not going to understand clearly each and every point now. In the original content, I will discuss with you native SQL. Next one is like which one here? Criterion API. Criteria API or Criterion API. Both are same, no problem. So these are the things we are going to understand this bulk operations there. After completion of this bulk operations here, next one is like which one here? Hibernate filters are existed now. Hibernate filters, that is one content here. After completion of this, and of course might be before these filters, just I'm going to specify like which one here. Pagination topic is existed here. That is also be another important one. Hibernate pagination. Right, sir. Then after completion of this Hibernate filters, this is another one. After completion of this, another thing is like which one here? Hibernate mappings. Inside these Hibernate mappings, very, very important topics are available. It's almost all 40% of Hibernate syllabus will be covered here. Hibernate mappings, where like which one here? Basic war mapping is going to be covered. It's a normal introduction only. Second one is like which one here? Component mapping. Just we are able to see like which one here? Component mapping. Then after completion of this component mapping, next one is like which one? Inheritance mapping. Again, inside this inheritance mapping again, and 3 more approaches are available. Like different approaches are available. I'll discuss with you know. Next one is like which one here? Associations mapping, and so on. These many hybrid mappings are existed here now. Then after that, another thing is like which one here? Caching mechanisms. Caching mechanisms are available under this first level cache and second level cache. Both we are going to be discussed here. Just only titles or headings here I provided, guys. Understand it clearly now. I'm not going to provide like which one here, another one, just the titles or headings here I provided here. You can understand it. So these are the concepts here I'm going to be covered. At the end, what I will do there, if you are having, see in the middle itself, okay, fine. Now these are the topics here we are going to be covered. So this is what exactly the meaning of like which one? No, Hibernate and its total syllabus here what I provided clearly. Right, sir. Good. Then after that, what are the various databases here we are going to see with our content now? Databases. See, definitely Hibernate must require which one? Databases. Basic awareness of databases is required anyway. So what are the databases I'm going to use in our Hibernate applications now? Think of it, Oracle database here we are going to see, and a MySQL database. These two databases here we are going to cover. Hibernate, then that Hibernate might be for our Hibernate applications. I will go for Oracle and as well as like which one? No, MySQL that I want to provide. Next one is after completion of this Oracle and MySQL, after completion of these two, no, right, sir. Then what are the various like IDs I'm going to use there? Max. Here inside this, I'm going to use like which one? Majorly Eclipse. I'm able to use. After this Eclipse IDE, as per the demand, might be I'll go for like which one here? IntelliJ IDEA. Nowadays it's getting very good demand in outside. No, Max will plan for this IntelliJ IDEA. That IDEA also I'm able to plan there. But majorly Eclipse we are going to use. Then IntelliJ IDEA. That's it. These two things here we are going to use that Max. And one more thing, guys, it's an advantage to all of you. It will be an advantage to all of you. What is that advantage here? I'm telling to you. I want to cover one real-time tool with. I want to prepare applications with Hibernate with a real-time tool. That will be like which one? I want to cover Maven. Maven tool. I want to use Maven tool to design these applications Max. So parallelly, I will take some sessions on this Maven whenever I'm going to start programming. But after completion of basic programming, you want to prepare applications with Maven, I will take some few classes on the basis of this Maven. Definitely, I'm going to be cover this Maven content. Maven content I will take. Along with that Maven content here, I'm able to provide which one now all these concepts clearly now. Right. So now these are the tools and like which one here, design tool. Like which one here Maven I'm going to be cover. So these are the commitments here what I'm able to provide for our applications Max. So it's mainly database interaction tool and ORM tool. Then technologies are available, basic technologies. Along with the technologies, databases and IDs. And this is one extra tool, real-time tool I want to cover. Through this Maven only, we are going to prepare our applications clearly. Right, guys? Good. And people are asking continuously, sir, what is a prerequisite to attend for these classes now? Prerequisite. Nothing, sir. Prerequisite is core Java. Required that. Then basics of JDBC. That's it. Basics of JDBC. Basics of JDBC in the sense I required nearly and first 5 applications in JDBC. That means which applications in JDBC there we can understand it clearly now. To create a table. Next one is to insert records. Next one is to update records. To like next one is which one get to delete records. Then after this like which one get to select records. Only these things. If you know in JDBC, that's fine. Then you are eligible to attend for this Hibernate. Required servlets are maybe struts or maybe JSF or maybe if it is required, then definitely I will cover that. Right, sir. Spring with the Hibernate relation will not be covered here. Spring with the Hibernate relation I will give effectively in the Spring framework. Why? Because see, one thing I'm telling you, Hibernate percentage is only 10%. Spring percentage is 90%. Because of 10% here, I will not go for this 90% concept. No, if we come for this Spring framework anyway, I'm going to talk about Spring framework in Spring classes now. So 10% is Hibernate. That's why we'll go for that integration. But in this Hibernate course, Spring I will not touch. Why? Because if I touch that Spring, it's a lot more. We are unable to swim it completely. We are unable to complete it. So now, as of now, just we want to cover like which one then Hibernate without Spring, not Spring. But in the Spring classes there, I will go for Spring application with Hibernate, Spring application with JPA, and this kind of integrations already I have done. Already that examples are available in my YouTube channel. Just we can think of it. Just go to that YouTube, then where we can think of it. Spring with Hibernate integration, Spring with JPA integration. Already I made some videos there. Just we can check with that. Then we are able to get it clearly. That's it. And next one is apart from that. So nowadays going on good, no problem here. Then database operations are always having some demand there. So Spring framework is having inside the Spring framework. Definitely we require which one? Like ORM module is available inside the Spring framework. Majority of the ORM operations are going on with which one? Hibernate is going on. But new implementations are available. JPA is available. Data JPA is available inside the Spring framework. So the JPA and data JPA is dominating like which one? Hibernate technology. But still we require a little bit awareness on this Hibernate. If you want to do any operations, at least one ORM tool awareness is required. At least one ORM tool awareness is required. Definitely it's required. Even though number of technologies are available in outside market, no, and to perform this database operations, but one ORM tool awareness is required. If you know ORM, then the remaining process will be very simple. Understand it clearly what I'm telling you now. Right, sir. So this is the point here we are going to understand now. Right, guys. Now, right, these are the things what I am going to be covered. Now, can you tell me anything else you required there? If you have any queries there, just you can raise it. Then I can give answers for it. Yeah, exactly. People are asking about the duration and all these things. Every day, timing for this class is which one? 9:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Right, sir. 9:30 p.m. Then 5 minutes maybe before or less we are able to take these sessions, and every day I'm following like which one, 1 hour of class care I'm following here every day. If it is required, then for example, in the middle of the application where within 15 minutes that application is going to be completed, then I will extend that class from 9:30 to up to like 9:45, definitely. But minimum 1 hour of class care we are going to see. That is one thing. Next one is to complete this Hibernate, I required like which one here? 45 days to max 60 days, not more than that. 45 days to 60 days of time. We are going to provide this 45 days to 60 days of time. This is the duration for this class. Right, sir. Morning batches, not immediately. All right, maybe it may take some time. Then first of all, I have to check this lockdown situation there. Anyway, in the lockdown situation, all of you might be available at your homes only. That's why this time is comfortable. That's why I started this class. But morning times, in a sense, already my core Java updations are going on. Java 13 updation, Java 12, Java 14 updations are going on at my core Java. Maybe after completion of that, we may think of it. But at present, this is a batch. This is a batch there. Maybe in the future, we may plan for it morning also. Definitely, sir. Then once this 45 days after this Hibernate is completed, in place of this, definitely I'll go for which one? Spring Framework only. No other content here. Spring Framework only. Next, after this Hibernate, in the same time we can fix it. The next technology is which one? Spring Framework only. I'm going to start it. Then follow that web services. So the cycle is going on, and the cycle is already started right from core Java. Core Java, next advanced Java, now Hibernate. After this Hibernate, I'm planning for Spring. Spring 1, Spring 2, up to Spring microservices inside the Spring. Then after that, web services. So the cycle is going on, no disturbance for the cycle. Right, sir. Then if you stick with this timing here, continuously we can see up to like which one, up to web services clearly. Right, sir. What is the difference between core Java and Java 11? Why are you asking these questions, sir? Now we are at Hibernate. We are at a higher level, not at low level. Right, sir. So basically, both are JDSC technologies. Core Java and Java 11 is JDSC technologies. Maybe some people are thinking about like which one there. And Java 11 version onward is a license. Yes, it is licensed, but not for individual uses. It will be for corporate use. For corporate use, if you go for this Java, then it will be licensed. Definitely, Oracle people will monitor that. What is the difference between framework and ORM model? Yeah. Then it required a lot of difference actually. Yeah, it required a lot of difference there. Not immediately. Nagamani ma'am. Just I will discuss this on flow while moving on to the concept. Definitely, we have some points there. Then simply, as of now, the difference here, if you want to understand it, no. So see, if you want to say something is a framework, it must have a standard flow of execution, and it must have some components, fixed components, and it must have which one some design patterns, implementation. All these considerations are available. But ORM tool is not all these things. Only one thing: implementing ORM relations. That's it. Implementing object relational mappings. That's it. So no design pattern specifically, and nothing else. No fixed components are available. Only it's always thinking about and how to map these objects to like which one? Database table records. So this kind of thing is nothing but which one? ORM tool. Right, sir. Definitely. And moreover, I'm telling to all of almost all the cases I'm planning for the applications with the XML and as well as annotations. Right from very first application onwards, XML orientation is coming, annotation orientation is coming. Both I am going to use almost in all cases. Right from first topic to 13th topic, everywhere we are going to see XML orientation and as well as which one? Annotations. First example with XML, same example with the annotations. Like that I'm able to show there. Time to time I'm going to introduce some new annotations also there. No, I'm not going to use JSON, sir. Now in this course, max XML only. XML. And moreover, which versions of this Hibernate I'm going to discuss there. I will start our programming right from 3.x version onwards. 3.x version, 4.x version, and 5.x version. At the end of the Hibernate, we are able to see that 5.x version exactly. Yeah, definitely. Then up to that 5.x versions, we are able to see. Maybe JSON, maybe then I will check the possibility. If it is okay, fine, then I will go for it. Yeah, definitely. Then with 5 examples of JDBC, you can attend for complete Hibernate, no problem. If anything extra is required, I will cover that inside the classes now. But for my classes, minimum JDBC 5 examples, that's sufficient. If you know that, then I will go up. I will go up with which one they know Hibernate concepts. If I required, for example, struts are required. Struts with Hibernate combination, I will provide. I will teach struts. Then after that, I will go for that combination. If I require JSF, then first I will teach which one there JSF. Then after that, I will go for this content clearly now. Right, guys? Definitely, all installations I will show, sir. If I want to use that JDBC, I will show that JDBC installation now. Guys, 1 minute wait. Right, guys? Definitely, those who are joined with these online classes, those who register for these online classes, at these sessions, definitely will get that recordings. Everyday recordings you are able to get. Definitely, sir, I'll show all these installations right from Oracle. How to install Oracle, how to install MySQL, and how to install all this Eclipse IDE onwards, and IntelliJ IDE also. Every tool, whatever the tools I'm going to use, I'm going to show right from downloading onwards, not even right from installations. I will download the tool from internet and I will install it, and I will show that everything on prompt in front of you. Right, sir. JSP remaining concepts. Which batch, sir, you are? Right, sir. Did you started Java 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 online batch? Yes, sir. Already I'm taking it morning time. 10 or 11 versions are complete, I think so. 12 tomorrow I'm going to take the 12, 13, 14 versions there. 12 version I'm going to take tomorrow. Yes, the classes will be, I need to give this information also. Right, sir. 45 to 60 days of time here I'm going to take. No, per week the classes will be Monday to Saturday. Classes are going on. Sunday is a half. Depending on your view, if you want to take off on Saturday, then that will be okay, no problem. But I want to take classes from Monday to Saturday. If I think if my syllabus is not in right track, if it is required to take class on Sunday, definitely I will take the class on Sunday without having any hesitation. That's all. What is the duration of the course? Already given, sir. Right, sir. Right, yes. And one thing I'm telling to you, then regarding this fee related thing, just try to talk with your admin people. So I'm not the concerned person for it. So 888-5 and 252627 is the number for it. And if you have any queries there, just we can Durgasoft online training @gmail.com. Just you can mail to them. They'll give response for it regarding this fee related things. No. And what are the services you are able to get? I'm giving clearly. Like which one here? After this clearly, no. What I'm giving services to you, you will get a soft copy material. Then what next one here? After completion of this, regular videos we are able to get. All videos regular, even including today's class video also we are able to get. After completion of your registration might be, our people will do that. Then apart from that, what next one here? Our daily classroom notes I will share. Then classroom applications I will share. Classroom applications we are able to get every day, whatever the things I'm going to type, some rough notes. I'll provide this. All these things I'm able to provide. Right, sir. And duration of this course 10, 11, 12 already started, sir. Maybe already half of the course is completed. 10 and 11 features are completed. 12, 13, 14 features are going, and maybe it may take nearly 10 more days of time max. Yeah, Ravi Shankar. Then whatever the videos we are going to receive, that videos are only daily videos only. Current class videos only. For example, today if I complete a class, now if I complete a class now, within 1 hour or maybe within 2 or maybe tomorrow morning. Today is the night time, right? Our office people may not be existed there, may not work for it. Maybe at least tomorrow morning that video is going to be uploaded. That means they will give Google access, Google Drive access to you. They will be uploaded on the next within 12 hours of time, within 24 hours of time. Right. The current batch videos only we are able to get. Yeah. Tomorrow Servlet class is available, sir. Today also we have taken the Servlet class. Tomorrow. And one more thing, guys. And this is today's class now. Next class will be on Monday for Hibernate. Hibernate next class is on Monday. Hibernate next class is on Monday. Monday as it is 8:30. Then tomorrow and day of tomorrow, first weekend, first Saturday and Sunday not available. Then today is a demo class. Just I given some clarity. Monday onwards, I am going to start our content. Monday 8:30 p.m. I am going to start our syllabus, original syllabus. I am going to start. Monday onwards, original syllabus will be started. Right, sir. Monday link is same link only. Max Monday link is same link, and next day onwards might be that link is going to be changed. But anyway, then try to plan for these registrations. No, Monday same link is going up. Definitely, then Monday same link is going on. Just we can use that. Maybe apart from that, today and maybe Monday last class. Monday is one class, one more class. Just we can go for it. All right, sir. Springboard, Marvin, and Spring Videos access in Google Drive. Who is the faculty, Ravi Shankar? Whose videos you have taken? My videos. Okay, myself is Naguru only. Right, go for it, no problem. Yeah. Then, yeah, there max 1 or 2 videos maybe at the end. I might be given information. One feature is remaining that I will cover maybe next, like that I might be saying that is 1 or 2 videos only. Meanwhile, I will cover that videos. Max videos are available. Max 99.999% videos are there as it is, but 1 or 2 videos might be I need to shoot out actually. So they are final videos only, not like any separate shooting. Online classes videos only. I shared it. Yeah, you can see that anyway, Ravi Shankar. Thank you. Guys, if you have any concern about this money and all these things, so just talk with our office people there. Send request mail to this Durgasoft online training @gmail.com or 885-252627 is a number. You can talk with our office people and regarding anything. If you have any concern regarding these payments and all, or payment methodology, then how to pay the fees and everything. But technical issues, I will take the responsibility. But as per my responsibility, soft copy material, videos or admin people will upload that. But daily classroom notes and daily classroom applications, I will share to you separately. I'll create a channel. Through the channel, I will share all these things to you. Right. Anything else, guys? Definitely, I'm giving one confidence to you. At the end of the day, you will be in a position to teach a Hibernate to somebody else. I'm sure about it. I'll increase that much of confidence to you. Each and every point I will give clarity. At the end of the day, you will be in a position to teach a Hibernate to somebody else. I'm sure about it. HQL, what is HQL? Hibernate query language, sir. That's similar to SQL, but not SQL. Hibernate query language. Hibernate is having its own query language. That is acting on the base of classes and variables names, not on the base of tables and columns. Anyway, we will discuss much about it in upcoming classes, not now. Guys, that's fine. Anything else? And shall we meet on Monday? Yeah, Pramod, they don't have even JDBC basic knowledge. Do one thing, and if you search it my Google videos, the Google might be like not Google, and our YouTube channel, my videos are available up to like which one they're up to 10 applications or up to 8 applications there. All basic videos of JDBC are available. Just one time take them and try to check with it. My YouTube channel, they're available. Promote them. Just in YouTube channel, my JDBC videos are available. First to 10 videos, no, just try to check that videos at least. That awareness is sufficient. any running notes is required to take, not required, just anywhere. I will share that running notes, whatever the information I am typing inside the classes, no, I will share that notes, and if you want to take running notes, we can take it. But I will not stop my flow of execution, my flow of explanation. But meanwhile, if I require anything is important, I will type inside the classroom there in the notepad. I will share that notepad daily to you. We can use that. Or else if you want to write your own running notes, we can do that. But soft copy material I will provide. Remember this. Soft copy material you are able to get. The complete document, whatever the document I might be prepared already, the document we are able to get. So nearly might be on around 250 plus pages of document here we are able to get. Well prepared document. And with the document, if anything else is required, extra if I discuss there, I will give that information to you, no problem. And online Springer classes not immediately, sir. Just at the same 8:30 after completion of Hibernate, I will plan for it. And Prakash, and just do one thing and visit our durgasoftonline.com. There we will get solution for it. Durgasoft Online. durgasoftonline.com. Just check there, and videos might be available. You can check once. Right, guys. Good. Anything else? Any queries? Please, 2 minutes of time. Thank you. Thank you, Pramod. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Right. And come on Monday. Then I'll go for our actual content. I will show that. Good night, guys. Good night. Good night to all of you.